Let's make our way into child's pose. Connecting with our breath, sitting our pelvis back onto our heels. You can be on the tops of your feet, even actively pointing your toes, plantar flexion. Dropping the sacrum, your tailbone, towards your feet. Relaxing the forehead on the floor. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, pelvis grounds down towards the floor. Exhale, inner thighs pull back to whatever's behind you. Inhale, rising up. We're going to come to lie on our backs now for some abdominal work. Beginning by tucking our pelvis under like a scared puppy, flattening the low back into the floor. This is pelvic flexion. With your kyphotic lordotic posture, tucking your pelvis and flattening the low back is a great way to turn off the front of your thighs and overactive hip flexors. So you can always revisit that puppy dog tuck, flattening the low back against the floor if you find that you're working the front of the thighs and hip flexors more than your abs. Take the legs up to 90, hip distance apart if you have knee or back issues, together if not, toes are pointed. Inhale, take the hands behind the head, lean the head back into the hammock of the hands, crunching up, extend one leg out so it hovers from the floor. All toes are pointed. Hold it here for 30, 29, 28, 27, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20 more seconds. As you're working, firm the belly in towards the spine, lifting up way below the belly button on the muscles that stop your stream of pee, fogging a mirror with each exhale. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Let's bring those legs in, hugging them in, grabbing the shins, rocking side to side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, legs extend up. Lower the leg that was not lifted and cradle the head. Crunch up. Hold it up. Breathe with me here. 30 seconds on the clock. Toes are pointed. Pelvis can always tip and tuck under into flexion if you're feeling overactivity in the front of the thighs. Pull the core in, lengthen those legs, point the toes. That'll help them not feel as heavy. Firm the belly in towards the spine. Lift up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee, counting you down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in, rock side to side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, take the legs up. This time, externally rotate them. Turn them out, away from the center line of the body, pointed toes. And again, take one leg down, crunching up, twisting towards the leg that's lifted. Hold it here. 30 seconds on the clock. Toes are pointed. Rest the head back into the hammock of the hands. Elevate the shoulders. And then actively guide them down the back. Firm the low belly in. Keep breathing here. We've got another 15 seconds. You can do it. Relax your facial muscles, jaw, chest, neck. Counting you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. Rock side to side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final set here. Take it up, pointed toes, external rotation. Other leg goes down and hovers. Crunch up, twisting in the direction of the lifted leg. Hold it here. 30 seconds on the clock. Low belly is firm. Deep lift way below the belly button on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Lift your shoulders up to your ears and then plug them back down onto the spine. Rest the head back into the hammock of the hands. Relax the facial muscles. Widen the collarbone. Soften your gaze. And breathe. Inhale. Good. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the shins in. Rock side to side for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, you're going to cross the right knee over the left and the left elbow under the right, crunching up, bringing elbows to knees, toes are pointed. Hold it here, 30 seconds on the clock. If your neck starts straining, you can always take the hands behind the head and support the head and still crunch up. So that's an option. If you feel the thighs working too hard, remember to flatten that low back into the floor. If not, you can keep a little mouse hole, finding a neutral pelvis somewhere between arching and flattening that low back. Counting you down, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uncross and circle the knees away from one another for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the left leg over the right, knee on top of knee. The right arm under the left. Bring elbows to knees. 30 seconds on the clock. Make sure you're breathing. It's very important you use your breath here. What's happening in the front ribs? Are they pushing outward, or could you imagine them moving through your torso towards your back ribs, allowing space for you to then firm the low belly and widen the collarbone. Notice if the shoulders are rounding forward. See if you can soften them back into the mat and then plug them down. All right, let's come out of that. And this time we'll circle the knees in towards one another for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brace your abs. Rock yourself all the way up to sit, extending the legs, pointing the toes, and folding over your legs. Breathe with me here. We're going to do a little mind clearing using a mantra, a transcendental meditation mantra that is just meant to bring you into the mystery of the moment. Inhale, think the word so. Exhale, think the word hum. Again, inhale, think the word so. And exhale, think the word hum. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace your abs. One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, we're going to make our way onto all fours and then rise up on the knees, stepping our right leg forward as if we were proposing. Left arm comes up, shrug the shoulders up, and then plug them down the back. Side bending to your right. Lateral flexion, soften the front ribs inward. Relax the shoulders down the back. Puff the shoulder blades back, imagining hands behind them supporting you. Breathe into that, holding for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Turn the chin down or up on the diagonal, whatever feels best on the neck. Good. 3, 2. All right, let's come out of that. Switch sides. Set up on the other side. Abs in. Lateral flexion, softening the front ribs towards the back ribs. Puffing the shoulder blades back. Imagining there's a band behind your shoulder blades and you're trying to get more pressure into that band by a little upper back extension, engaging the traps and the rhomboids, center of the upper back. Keep the shoulders plugged down the back, counting you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's revisit the first side. Holding for 30 seconds. Set up. Once you're set up, get started. Brace your abs. If the knee's sensitive, feel free. I'll show you. You can roll the mat up to create a thicker pad to put your knee on. But oftentimes when the knee is bothering you, it's because you're letting the belly hang. So if the belly's pulled in towards the spine, it takes a lot of pressure off the joints. active lift way below the belly button on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. From here, let's switch sides. Set up on the second side. Final set. Kneeling hip flexor stretch for those posturally tight hip flexors. This will allow us to maximize our crescent lunges and warrior ones and warrior twos and recruit those underactive muscles, the lateral hamstrings, the glute max, the glute min, and the glute med. Counting you down, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Making our way now, if you have your mat rolled up, you can roll it back out and come to lie on your stomach, prone. We'll start by kicking the left heel to the butt, grabbing the outer ankle, pointing the toes. Feel free to keep the legs hip distance apart if you have any knee or back issues. Make sure before you lift up, your abs are in and you're lifting up way below the belly button on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Make sure the hand, your right hand, is under your forehead and your head lifts as well as that right arm. Shoulders are plugged down. We can try to lift the left thigh a hair. It's not about height. It's about stretching the front of the thigh and the top of the knee out here. Working the toes with that plantar flexion. Breathing. We got another 15 seconds. Holding at the top. If the back pains, pull the belly in. Give me that deep internal lift of the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that down. Create a pillow for the forehead with both hands, brace the abs, and wag the hips side to side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taking it to the second side, right heel comes to the butt, grabbing the outer ankle, pointing the toes. Shrug the shoulders up and then plug them down. Pull your shoulder blades together, firm the core, lifting it off the floor, lifting up way below the belly button, and take it up. 30 seconds on the clock here. Rest the forehead into the hand, the left knuckles. Shrug the shoulders up and plug them down. Make sure you're not holding the top of the foot, but the outer ankle. You can always grab a towel if you're unable to reach, but most likely you can grab it. The flexibility is not typically a huge issue with kyphotic lordotic. However, the quads are a tight postural muscle with this posture. So realize that there are a few muscle groups that are very tight with your posture, and you do need to focus on these so you don't injure yourself. Let's release that, lowering down. From here, hands right by the chest, brace your abs, pushing to upward facing dog. 30 seconds on the clock at the top of your up dog. Puff your shoulder blades back, widen the collarbone. You can elevate the shoulders and then plug them down, turning the chin side to side. Finding some freedom in the neck, pulling the belly in, making sure it doesn't push out. Legs are hip distance apart or together if you have no knee or back issues. Another 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower yourself down, pillow for the forehead, brace the abs, rock back and forth. For 5, 4, side to side, like you're wagging your tail. 3, 2, 1. Hands by the chest, low belly in, deep lift way below the belly button. Elbows soft, pressing back up to your up dog. 30 seconds on the clock. Feel free to do some head circles or head turns to elevate the shoulders and plug them down, to puff the shoulder blades back in space, to find the upper back extensors. Firm that low belly in. You constantly want to be checking your form because form is what helps you create muscle habits that can help prevent injuries. So it's important that you don't just move through the motions, but you breathe through them with awareness of what's happening. Brace your abs, slowly lower yourself back down, and push back into a child's pose, walking the arms and the head, staying between the arms to the right, having that left butt cheek down on the heel. Feel that nice side stretch in the QL, side body area, the low back, left low back. Breathe with me here. Let's do a little gratitude practice. Inhale, think of somebody you're grateful. Exhale, think or say their name. Inhale, thinking of somebody you're grateful for. Exhale, think or say their name. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, thinking of someone you're grateful for. Exhale, saying or thinking their name. Use your next breath to bring yourself through center, all the way to your left, having the right butt cheek down onto the heels. Elevate the shoulders and then plug them down the back. Lift your chin, widen the collarbone, soften the sternum inward. Breathe with me here. Inhale. And make a choice, a conscious choice, to either just stay focused on your breath, inhaling as I count, or to incorporate the gratitude practice, thinking I am grateful for on the inhale, saying or thinking the name on the exhale, or clearing the mind, inhaling, thinking so, exhaling, thinking hum with that transcendental meditation mantra. Breathe with me. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, move yourself through center, climbing up onto all fours, extending opposite arm and leg. Make sure your upper back puffs up, your low belly's firm, the supporting elbow is soft, the palm is facing in. Keep it up in the air, square the pelvis to the floor, low abs are in, way below the belly button. You're lifting up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Point the toes. Breathe with me here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switching sides. Switch sides. Setting up, squaring the pelvis to the floor, pointing the toes, plugging the shoulder down, widening the collarbone. Beautiful. Another 20 seconds on the clock, holding, building that strength. Keep thinking about a TheraBand or a towel, something being on your back, and you're trying to imprint more of your upper back into that towel. And you'll notice as you do this, the shoulders are going to want to creep. Plug them down, soften the supporting arm's elbow, push down into the mat and out with that hand. Make sure the top of the foot and shin are down. Okay, let's release that. Sitting back into a regular child's pose. Hold it here for me. Coming back to either the Transcendental Meditation mantra or just focusing on the breath or a gratitude practice. Breathe with me. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, pelvis grounds down, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, pelvis grounds down. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. 2, 3, 4. Nice. Inhale, pelvis grounds down. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, inner thighs pull back. 2, 3, 4. Rising back up onto all fours. Extending opposite arm and leg. Final set. Find the balance. Square the pelvis. Point the toes. Firm the low belly. Shrug the shoulders up and plug them down. Lift the chin. Involve the front of the neck where we're underactive. Those are our neck flexors. Firm that low belly. Widen the collarbone. Soften the front ribs in towards the back ribs, thinking about them moving through your torso towards your shoulder blades. Plug the shoulders down. Lower those limbs. Switch sides immediately. Setting up. 30 seconds on the clock. I know it's a long time. Push the hand that's down and out, as if you're trying to split that mat in half. Shrug the shoulders up, plug them down, lift your chin. Take your gaze a little farther forward than you think, relieving some of the tension in the back of the neck. We just have to hold for another 10 seconds. Point the toes of the lifted leg. Make sure that pelvis isn't twisting. Counting you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving into some cat and cow, making our inhale our cat position, where we pull the shoulder blades apart and tuck our pelvis under like a scared puppy. And our exhale, our cow position, where we pull our abs in and brace way below the belly button as we pull the shoulder blades together, lifting the chin and chest to the sky, and the tailbone also lifts up in cow pose. It's important you breathe for your posture. And with Kyphotic Lordotic, we're typically in extension. So keep going with your cat and cows while I give you this explanation. With extension, there tends to be a lot of pressure on the low back and tightness in the low back. So we want to really engage the abdominals when we go into extension to combat that. And then when we're in flexion, we can kind of just focus on breathing, tucking the pelvis under and getting the stretch for the low back. All right, 2 more. Excellent. Great work. We're going to move into from all fours into a kneeling position. So rise up on those knees, step your right leg forward. Tuck the back toes under, brace your abs, and straighten the back leg. Bring the left arm up into the air into shoulder flexion, plug the shoulders down, side bending to your right. Arch the upper back, turn the chin down or up on the diagonal, whatever feels best. Keep your pelvis square to the front of the mat, back leg straight, front leg is creating a right angle, deep bend. Watch out for the torso falling forward. Put your backpack of cement on, standing tall and proud. Breathe with me here, another 10 seconds. I know this is challenging. Crescent lunge with lateral flexion to strengthen the external obliques and stretch the hip flexors. Brace the abs, center the torso, step forward, stepping the right leg back into a lunge, making sure it's straight. Right arm comes up, brace the abs, pull the shoulder blades together, soften the front ribs towards the back ribs, side bending to your left this time, turning the head up or down on the diagonal. 30 seconds have already started on the clock. Deep right angle with the front leg. If the knee is bothering you, pull the belly in tighter. Active lift way below the belly button on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Straight back leg so that we feel the stretch in the hip flexors. Relax those facial muscles. Relax the jaw. Relax the neck, the chest. Do your best to just breathe with me here. Good. You can release that, stepping forward. And from here, we're going to keep our feet hip distance apart, brace the abs, and take a forward fold, grabbing opposite elbows, hanging like a rag doll. Breathe with me. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch the way you're holding your elbows. 3 more breaths. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace the abs, hands to the floor. Step back into a plank, lower the knees, release the toes, sitting back on your heels. Leaning to your right, shooting the legs out in front of you, extending your arms out like Frankenstein, palms facing in. Brace the abs, tuck the pelvis like that scared puppy, and round all the way back onto your back supine. From here, take your legs as wide as the mat. External rotation, moving into wide leg bridging for those lateral hamstrings. Brace the abs, tuck the pelvis, keep even hips. Imagine someone pulling the pelvis towards the bottom of your mat or towards your toes. As you send the pelvis up, you relax the backs of the upper arms and the upper back heavy onto the mat. Lift the chin a little bit to free the neck. We got 30 seconds on the clock. We're breathing. It's already started. You're doing great. Working on that strength. If you feel knee sensitivity, turn your legs in a little bit or bring them in a little. Sometimes the wider position can aggravate knee issues. So stay up. I'll lower just to give you another variation. You can just keep your legs hip distance apart for all our bridging today if you have knee sensitivity. If you don't feel any sensitivity, then stay up. Everybody, let's lower down slowly, bracing the abs. Hug the shins in. Circle everything. Circle yourself to the right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Back to center. Feet down, wide leg bridging or parallel if you have knee sensitivity. Brace your abs, tuck the pelvis, send the hips up. 30 seconds on the clock. How high can you get the hips? How long can you get the thighs? So when I say the pelvis is pulling towards, it's pulling towards the top of your mat or your toes or the knees. However, that direction, not in the direction of your head. We're getting longer through our obliques, through our QL, our side body, our low back. All of that is lengthening while also maintaining the abs in and that deep internal lift of the lower pelvic floor. Brace your abs, lower yourself down from the upper back, placing vertebrae by vertebrae onto your mat, hugging your shins in, circling this time left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Recentering yourself, brace your abs. From here, rock yourself up to sit. Turn and face me. Open your legs out to a wide second, pointed toes. If this bothers the knees, bend the knees and bring the legs in closer. From here, we're going to walk the hands forward, taking a deep stretch. You can always grab a stack of pillows or books or a box or something sturdy and prop it in front of you and rest down on that if going all the way to the floor bothers your joints. Be where you are today. Breathing into it, breathe with me. Inhale, think the word so. Exhale, think the word hum. Transcendental meditation mantra. Inhale, think the word so. Exhale, think the word hum. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace the abs. Coming up, soft bend in the knees. Let's twist over our right side, folding over, breathing here. Stay here. Low belly in. This time either just connecting with your breath or continuing thinking so, hum, to clear the mind further. If any thoughts come in, don't judge them, just let them come and then see them float away like a balloon. If they are very important, they will come back to you. For now, we can let them go in an effort to stay present. Breathe with me. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rounding up. Brace the abs, twisting over the other side of the body, folding forward. Coming back to that breath, that mantra, or just the breath. Keep the abs firm, knees soft, toes pointed. Pelvis grounds down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inner thighs pull back behind you. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pelvis grounds down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inner thighs pull back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. We inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, coming up, soft bend in the knees, bring the legs together, turning so that your feet are at the top of the mat, sitting on the mat, arms extend like Frankenstein, brace the abs, rounding back onto the back, feet hip distance apart, hands heavy on the mat, tuck the pelvis, send the hips up, 30 seconds on the clock. We've already begun. Regular glute bridge, working on the strength. This is level 3, so option to extend one leg, and I'll let you know when to lower it and extend the other. But if this bothers the back or the knees, just stay with this regular bridge, focusing on the hips staying high and even. Core is engaged. Low belly is firm. Playing around with that. If you haven't switched, go ahead and switch the leg that's up. Pointed toes, make sure the thighs are the same height. Collarbone wide, chin lifted, tummy in, way below the belly button, lifting up all the muscles that stop the stream of pee. Holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the shin, brace the abs, lower the upper back, mid back to tailbone. Rest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brace the abs, take it back up. This time interlace the hands underneath you. Wiggle the shoulders under. Lift your chin, relax the front ribs towards the back body. Press the back body heavy into the floor. Firm your core. Heavy the inner and outer edge of your feet. Relax your facial muscles. Beautiful work. Hang in there. 3 more breaths with me here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, prepare, brace the abs, lowering down upper back, mid back to tailbone. Hug your shins in, rock all the way up to sit, on to all fours, rising up on those knees. Great job.